Okay, I'll take it. The Phillies win 3-2 against the Boston Red Sox. Win the first game of the series, and they start off the road trip on a high note. And it was a pretty good game. Not a lot of offense, but win is a win. So yeah, kind of the first inning was we scored 3 runs, and after that we didn't score any. So as I said, not a high scoring game in this one, but we got 7 hits in this ball game, 3 runs scored. But you don't even score a run after the first inning. Well, we still won the baseball game, but you got to score more runs than just 3 in the first inning. So yeah, the Red Sox only scored 2 because of a 2-run home run from Jackie Ladry Jr. So yeah, guys, let's jump right into the scoring summary. In the top of the first inning, Gene scored double to center. Harper, who doubled, came around to score, and Hoskins scored, who walked. 2-0 Phillies. Then Scott Kingery singled to left, so Segura came around to score, so now 3-0 Phillies. Then in the bottom of the third inning, Jackie Bradley Jr. hit a 2-run home run, and it's now 3-2. And that's your ball game, 3-2, your final score. Let's take a look at the box score in this one. Rhys Hoskins got a hit, 1 for 3 with a run scored, 2 walks. JT Realmuto was starting at first base tonight, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Bryce Harper went 1 for 4 with a run scored. Gene Segura, 1 for 4, a run scored, 2 RBI. Corey Dickerson, 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. Scott Kingery, 2 for 4 with 1 RBI and 1 strikeout. Cesar Hernandez, 2 for 4, 2 strikeouts. Adam Hazley, 0 for 3 with a walk. Andrew Knapp, 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. This guy, he's so bad. He's just so bad. He really is. Aaron Nola got the win in this one. 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Jose Alvarez, the third inning, 1 hit. Mike Moore, a 2/3 inning, 1 strikeout. Hector Neris, 1 inning and 1 hit. And that's your ball game, 3-2, your final score. The bullpen did this job in this one. Aaron Nola was very, very good today. If we did not have Aaron Nola on the mound today, we would not have won this game. Plain and simple. We would not have won this game. And tomorrow night we have Drew Smiley against Rick Porcello. So that should be a very high-scoring affair. So we're lucky to take this first game because I don't know how really confident I am we're going to win tomorrow. So I'm glad we won this first game. As I said, start off the two-game series on a high note and go for the sweep tomorrow. Yeah, guys, we defeat the Boston Red Sox. The Boston Red Sox are 67-60. They are 33. They're 500 at home. They're 33-33 at home. So obviously they're not nearly as good as they were last year. Last year they were just blowing everyone out of the water. But not really that story this year. Kind of have a little hangover. They're 16 and a half games out of first place. The Yankees are just destroying everybody. So yeah, guys, the Red Sox are not as good as they were last year. But it's still not easy to go into somebody else's ballpark and win the game on the road. So. I like this win tonight. I was at work most of the game, so I didn't really get much to really see. I didn't really get to see much of the game live. Obviously, I went back and watched the videos, and yeah, nice way to start off this road trip. I'm impressed. Now, is this the best win ever? No. I mean, we didn't really score that many runs. We just kind of after the first inning, our offense went to sleep. But I know our pitching did the job in this one. This goes to show you, good pitching can win you ball games. Good pitching wins you ball games. You could have the best offense, but if your pitching doesn't show up, then you're not gonna. Obviously, you have to have some offense, but I mean, you got to have a great offense, a fantastic offense with no pitching. You got to have a decent offense with great pitching. I mean, so the pitching wins you ball games. So if you only could push off 3 runs and if your pitching does great, then you still win. But if you have a great offense and no pitching, then it's kind of a wild card, because you're scoring a lot of runs, but you're giving up even more. So yeah, guys, good pitching won us this game today. So after that first inning, I would have thought that maybe the offense would have won us the game, but yeah, guys, our best went to sleep out of that first inning. But it's okay. We still won the baseball game. JT Realmuto cooled off a little bit, 0 for 4. He started first base tonight. Hoskins DH'd, and he led off the game. I don't know why he keeps leading off the game. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, Bryce Harper in the first inning got a double, and luckily Gene Segura was able to drive him and Hoskins in to give the Phillies at that time a 2-0 lead. So this is a nice game. Not really much else to really talk about here. There's not a lot of action. Phillies Updates was the one who was supposed to come on tonight, but unfortunately, he could have came on, but we talked and we decided to do it tomorrow night. So he'll be on tomorrow night because we think tomorrow night's going to be a little bit more exciting. even though this game we was still a win. It wasn't really the most exciting win. So, yeah, guys, bullpen did its job. The bullpen has done its job. Even in the losses to San Diego, I mean, they have not been terrible. They have not been terrible. They've done their job, and I've really been impressed. And I feel like this bullpen is somewhat underrated. You got guys like Hector Neris, Jose Alvarez. I mean, Jose Alvarez, he's been very good at this bullpen this year. And kind of had a rough start at the beginning of the year. I tell you what, he has really, really picked it up since then. And I tell you what, he's probably one of, if not my favorite relief pitcher in that bullpen. And this bullpen has just been plagued with injuries. I mean, it's been really, really bad. And I tell you what, that's one guy who has not been plagued with the injury bug. So that is Jose Alvarez, and let's hope that he does not get plagued with that injury bug. And I tell you what, it's really going around in that bullpen. I'll tell you what. So hopefully everyone's careful. David Robertson out for next year. So yeah, guys, it definitely hurts. Just, the bullpen has not been the best this year, come health wise, and but hey, I mean they've done a nice job of in the course of the past couple games, and I like what I see of that bullpen. So guys, what to expect tomorrow? I think we're definitely going to score a lot. I think it's going to be both high scoring and fair on both ends. I think Bryce Harper is going to hit a home run tomorrow night. I see Rhys Hoskins getting 2 hits. And before we talk about this, I want to talk about tonight's game. I mean, this team is all they do. They go in the first inning, they score 3 runs, and they don't do anything after that. I mean, like, how many times has that team done this? How many times has this team done this year? Not just this year, but in years past. We always just get off to a hot start and we just go to sleep. We get content in them, it seems like. And usually it comes back and bites us, but this one it didn't. And we were lucky. We're lucky because any other team, or if Aaron Nola wasn't on the mound, because the Red Sox are still a pretty decent team. And if Aaron Nola wasn't on the mound this one, I guarantee we would have lost. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And I'm not going to say Aaron Nola, was the only reason why I won this game, because the bullpen did do a nice job. Okay, Alvarez, Moore, and Neris. I mean, they all did a very nice job. But I tell you what, I mean, if Aaron Nola wasn't on the mound for this one, we would have lost. like Muto 0 for 4. I mean, he's Andrew Knapp 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. I mean, come on, just got to do better than that, man. Got to do better. I mean, it almost seems like they just get content because the potential's in there to score 5 runs a game or whatever. But they just haven't been doing it the past three games or so. So yeah, guys, a win's a win. But I tell you what, not the most exciting win. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. And let's look at the match up tomorrow. Obviously, Rick Porcello against Drew Smyly. What to expect out of this one? As I said, a very high-scoring game. Get ready for that. Very high-scoring games. Rick Porcello 11-9 with a 5.49 ERA, and he's going against Drew Smyly, who's 2-6, a 7.09 ERA. So both guys with high ERAs going into this game tomorrow night. And I tell you what, it's not going to be a pitcher's duel tomorrow night. I guarantee you that. 7:10 the first pitch. I mean, I don't know. Drew Smyly's been pretty crap his past 3 starts or so. So I don't know. Got off to a good start, with Philly. Got those 2 nice starts in a row, but hasn't really done much since. So I don't really know what to expect out of the game tomorrow. I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. Do I think we win tomorrow? I mean, I honestly think it's a toss-up. And that's where I say, thank God we won tonight. Thank God we won tonight. That way we if we do lose tomorrow, then we split the series. We didn't get swept. So, yeah. But, I mean, the offense just went to sleep. And we're going against this guy, Johnson. It wasn't even that good. So, we get 7 hits in this one. We only pushed across 3 runs. Not anything great. I mean, this is, there's been a couple wins this year that just haven't been that exciting. And this happens to be one of them. So, hey, guys, a win's a win. But still, I don't know. This game didn't really, wasn't that must-see TV, exciting game. It was kind of a pitcher's duel somewhat. After that first inning for the Red Sox, their pitching was cruising. Jackie Bradley Jr. made a very nice play to rob Bryce Harper of his second hit of the ballgame. That would have been his second hit of the ballgame, and he robbed him. He jumped above the fence and caught it, and so that would have been Harper's second hit of the ballgame, but unfortunately he was robbed. So that kind of sucks for Bryce Harper. But hey, he still got a hit tonight, and he still had a pretty good night. So he obviously hit that double in the first inning. But yeah, guys, Phillies win 3-2. They get an off day on Thursday, and then they go off to Miami, 3-game series. We'll talk more about that tomorrow with Phillies updates coming on. But I'm going to give my take on it real quick. This Miami series, we better win. I mean, we've struggled against this Miami Marlins team. We'll talk about this more tomorrow. We have struggled against this Miami Marlins team all year long. I mean, not only say all year long, but the past 2 series, we got swept out by them. They went into our home ballpark back in June. Remember that? Like June, 20. Like when I got out of school, I think it was like when we got out of school. I think we were playing Washington in D.C. It was like the 21st of June, and then like we went home to play the Marlins. No, I think it was the 21st. Yeah, I was at the game the 21st of June. I was at that game the 21st. Against the Marlins. Remember, that was the first game of that 3-game series, and we got swept out. That was terrible. I hated that. I mean, so we got swept out there, and I believe later that month, I think it was still in June. A couple of weeks later, we go back to Miami, and we lose the series. We almost got swept out again, and our bullpen blew this game. I mean, we've just been terrible against the Marlins. And it all dates back to last year, too. We weren't even that good against the Marlins last year either. So we blew a couple of games against them last year. I remember last year at the All-Star break, before the All-Star break, we blew a game. We were up 5-0. I mean, we've always had a track record of blowing games against them. And it's really, really frustrating. I mean, we just seem to never play well against them. Their pitching is wholly outmatches us. I mean, our big guys like Bryce and Reese and JT, they don't really do that much damage against the Marlins. They really don't. I mean, Harper has maybe 2 or 3 home runs against them this year. Other than that, I mean, it's not really anything special. I mean, JT, I think he has 1 or 2 home runs against the Marlins this year. I think Reese also has I think he hit one in the upper deck in April, I believe. So I think he got, but it's not. I mean, we just don't hit their pitching well, and they just tee off of our pitching. We're not good against the Marlins. We're really not. We're not a good team when we play the Miami Marlins. And I don't know if it's a mental thing or something else, but we've talked about this in the past, and I haven't really talked about it. I've obviously said it here and there, but I haven't really went in deep discussion about it since we last played them. So, yeah. So I don't really know what to expect out of that 3-game series. Obviously this has been 2 months now, so maybe this Phillies team has got his act together against this Miami Marlins squad and are going to win 2 out of 3. So hopefully that's what happens. I'd love to see a sweep, but if not, 2 out of 3, at least a 2 out of 3 here. Okay, I mean, it's time to show the Miami Marlins who's boss, and the Phillies are a better team than Miami Marlins, and I know they had their struggles against them this year, but I tell you what, they are a better team. Okay, so obviously, yeah, it's very, very frustrating with that whole Miami Marlins thing. So let's look at the division scores. The Nationals lost 4-1 to the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the New York Mets won 9-2 against the Cleveland Indians. Not going anywhere. I'm not worried about the New York Mets, dude. They're trash. So I'm not worried about the Mets. Don't care that they won. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, Atlanta won 5-1 against Miami. Ronald Acuna Jr. was thrown out by another Braves pitcher. I mean, the Braves just hate that guy. I mean, it's just not. It's you don't hit someone like that. I mean, that's just kind of just low class. And I mean, I remember last year. I don't care who that was. He kept throwing at Ronald Acuna Jr. and hit him in the elbow. I mean, that was just. I mean, it's just childish behavior. I mean, so what? I mean, the guy just flips the bat sometimes when he hits a home run. So what? I mean, he doesn't need to be thrown at. So. Yeah, guys, so some mind games being played between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves. So, guys, that is pretty much it. I'm going to wrap up this video right here. If you enjoyed it, please smash the like on this video. Please tell your friends about these videos. Please, please, please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please turn on that notification bell. Please check out the social media link in the description below. Phillies House of Twitter, Phillies House of Instagram, Harper Fanatics, Bryce Harper fan page on Instagram. And, yeah, I got the next game in my description below. Please drop a comment. Tell me what you thought about this game. Do you enjoy my content on this channel? So, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like the video. I appreciate it. So, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching. The Phillies win 3-2. They go back tomorrow night, 7:10. The first pitch, Porcello versus Smiley. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Phillies updates. We welcome Phillies updates back to the videocast tomorrow night as we will recap that game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I bring out that broom tomorrow. See y'all later. Bye.